Hey guys, what's up? Heather with the Moscow here today. Me and Wyatt are going to spend the day planting 100 tulip bulbs into these containers. So over the summer I've made several videos about setting up these containers on drip and putting them here, and I'm very excited today. I love tulips, they're one of my favorite flowers, and I'm very excited today that we get to fill them up with tulip bulbs. So I have never Why? So this is going to be, by no stretch of the imagination, a how-to video. I have never put bulbs into containers before. I have read up on it, so we're going to watch this go down together, and maybe it'll be an epic fail, maybe it'll be great, who knows, but I wanted to share with you this process since we spent so much time getting these containers started together. I love tulips. Tulips are great. I would love to go through the entire yard and just fill it up with thousands of tulips and daffodil bulbs. However, A, I'm lazy, and B, that costs a lot of money. So let's just try these 100 tulips first. I did 100 tulips because they come in quantities of 100 and I didn't want 200. And we're gonna do there's 5 containers up here. We're gonna do 20 bulbs per container. I think that will be perfect. However, if for some reason it's not, I have some extra containers I can throw some in if need be. These I bought from the website Dutch Grown. I will link a description below. And they're just a multicolored blend of tulips that should come up in the spring and look amazing. So we're gonna use some potting soil today to top the tulips off. We're also going to use some bulb tone from Espoma. Let me grab it. This stuff right here. I really love the Espoma fertilizers. First of all, I've had somewhat success with them. Second of all, really easy to use, and they've got one for everything that you plant. So they've got this here bulb tone. You don't even have to read. You're like, oh yeah, that's what I'm planting. Go ahead and throw that in there. You don't even have to be able to read with this, but it does have instructions on the back. So we're gonna throw some of that into the soil, bury these jokers 6 inches deep with the pointy sides facing up, and hope to goodness that in the spring we have 5 beautiful containers of multicolors of tulip blooms. So let's get started.
Mom.
Okay, so hopefully you can see that pretty good.
Mom.
So the first, yes baby.
No.
Max, get off the fertilizer. So by the way, fertilizer smells really good to dogs. And if you leave the bags unattended, this one will eat it. Don't do it. I've seen it go down. Been scared to death something was gonna happen to me.
No.
So the baby's trying to get the fertilizer away. Okay, so hopefully you can see this pretty good. I've grabbed an empty container here, and I'm just gonna dig out, about 6 inches worth of soil and put it in that container. Dogs, back off. If my dogs don't destroy it, we'll be doing good. Alrighty, so we've dug some soil out so we can get it about 6 inches deep. Now we're gonna put some bulb tone in. Just sprinkle some, why not? Alright, Wyatt, put the bulbs back in. Alright, now we're gonna put our bulbs in. So we couldn't get all 20 in there. We got about 17. So it's a pretty good number. I do have some extra containers I can throw some extra into, so not a problem. Extra bulbs are always a good problem to have. You can throw them somewhere. So let's just cover this up with dirt. All right, so we've got that one all planted up. So now we just need to do the rest. So I'm probably just gonna set up a camera and do a little time-lapse action. Hopefully the dogs do not try to eat my tulip bulbs because there is fertilizer in them. And hopefully, I've heard squirrels are a problem as well. So I may come back out here with some kind of landscape cloth or something and try to put it over top because we do have squirrels here. Squirrels are a abundant nuisance in my yard. Long story short, they have chewed holes in the air filters in our vehicle and actually put nuts into the air conditioning system, and I'm pretty sure that there's one lodged in my dashboard that rolls around.
Oh!
You all right?
Yeah, I'm playing.
So squirrels. Also, before the spring, I'm gonna put some sort of fencing up in my flower beds when the plants are young, because we have a problem with this
40.
and that dog over there just
Oh, no.
wreaking havoc on flower beds. So he likes to throw the dirt. Not my anyhow. Let's get the rest of this planted. Alrighty, so that's pretty much it. Just gonna put my supplies away, grab a hose, water all this in a little bit, and then about every 2 weeks I'm gonna come out here and see if the pots feel dry. If they're completely bone dry, then I will water them again. If not, then I'll let them go and set another alarm for another 2 weeks. You'll notice I did have a few extra, I think 6 or 7, so I did put them in that other pot, and I put them towards the center. That way when they come up in the spring, there'll be extra room around the edges, and I can put some pansies or something like that as a complimentary planting. So that's pretty much it, you guys. So hopefully in the spring you will have a follow-up video of how beautiful these tulip containers ended up being. If not, then you'll know that I failed miserably and I'm terrible at this. So either way, I'll see you in the spring on that one. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.